Monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross was made by Mendel to study inheritance of at least one characteristics at a time in his garden pea plants. Now he wanted to study one character at a time. So as the name suggests, mono means one. So he conducted monohybrid cross, or the cross in which we study one characteristics at a time. Now for his monohybrid cross, he had selected 7 pairs of pure breeding varieties, and one of the pair was a flower of the plants which had either the purple flowers, and the other variety in this pair had the white flowers. So this pair of pure breeding variety differed in just one character, that is the flower color. Rest of the characteristics in these varieties were same. So what Mendel did with these two varieties of the pea plant? Now before that we must know that pea plants are bisexual. Means they have both the things, that is they are having the carpel and they are also having the stamen. Carpel contains the female gamete, that is the ovum, and the stamen has the anther which contains pollen grains, and the pollen grains has the male gamete. So let us say if we represent the stamen with red color and the carpel with say blue color, so these flowers are having both the things, that is the carpel as well as the stamen. So he has what he did with these two varieties, he, with the help of scissors, he removed, with the help of these scissors, he manually removed the stamen from say one variety, that is the purple flowers. He removed the stamen to ensure that these plants do not get their own pollen grains, and he manually transferred the pollen grains from white flowers to the purple flowers to ensure that the cross pollination is taking place. So he was confident that which type of gametes are fusing here. So as he was transferring the pollen grains from white flower plants to the purple flower plants, so he was sure that here the cross pollination is taking place. So after the removal of the stamen, we have the purple flowers um, with the carpel only, and we have the white flowers here. So when the cross was made between these two type of plants, so these are the parent plants, then what he observed in the first generation, when the cross was made, he observed that all the plants in the first generation, or the F1 generation, were purple. So he got 100% purple flower plants in the F1 generation. Now, where has the factor gone which was causing the white color in these plants? Has it vanished, or is it that this plant only produced, or means F1 generation has inherited only from one parent and this plant hasn't given anything? So what has happened to the white color, to white color factor? To study this, he self pollinated these plants, and he got 75% purple flower plants, and rest of the 25% were the white flowers, or we can say that like these 75% were purple and 25% were the white flowers. So, or we can say that out of 4, 3 were the purple and 1 out of 4 was the white. So he was getting the purple and the white one in the ratio of 3:1, so which we also known as phenotypic ratio. So this experiment, the white color flower, white color factor which has disappeared here has reappeared in the next generation, or we can say the F2 generation. Now this experiment made him generalize a few things, and the first thing was that here the pea plant is purple, that means it is having the factor for purple color flowers. So let us say if we represent it with capital P, and it at the same time they are producing white color, so they must be having the factor for white color. Let us say we represent it with small p letter. So this made him realize that the factors occur in pair. And another thing he noticed was that this purple color was same like the purple color of the one parent. So there wasn't any intermixing of these two colors, and the flower, the trait has been passed unchanged, unblended, or unaltered. So something discrete has gone from parents to the next generation, and these purple color were also same like F1 generation or the parent generation. So this made him generalize the first thing, that he came to the first conclusion that something discrete passes from one generation to next generation through gametes, and he called this something as factors. So he concluded that there is something in the gametes which is passing on and which is causing inheritance. Now second thing he observed was that as these plants are purple, they are having the factor for purple color, but at the same time they are giving or producing the white color flowers, so they must be having the factor for white color. So these flowers are having both the factors, that is factor for purple and factor for white. This made him generalize the second thing, that the factors they occur in pair. So even if one is expressed but both the factors are present. So this plant has inherited the factors from both the parents, the female parent as well as the male parent. Now the second other thing he noticed was that if these are in pair, only the purple has expressed itself, the white one hasn't been allowed to express, or the purple factor has covered the effect of the white color. So this made him generalize the third thing, that in a pair of factors, if they are dissimilar, in a pair with dissimilar factors, one pair is dominant and it gets expressed, and the other factor in the pair is recessive and it gets covered or masked, and it is not allowed to express. So for it to express, for the second factor to express, and then in the pair both the factors should be the recessive factors. Now these generalizations are also known as law of dominance. From this experiment he also came to another law that is also known as law of segregation, which we'll take up in the next video.